here in South Texas. Now take you down to the field, and as here is our great proud announcer, my partner here in the booth, Jonathan Baker. Well, thank you, Bob. Welcome in, one and all, everybody, to this Tuesday night live broadcast in the South Central region, as we are back in San Antonio, getting ready to take on the first game of 6 against the Midland Rockhounds and your San Antonio Missions. Well, gotta say, we are getting ready to get this game underway, and so far hope everybody enjoys our live stream, and we just cannot wait to see what happens tonight. San Antonio, up and all in the South Division, leads everybody in the first place position, 34-27. Midland 27-34. So anyway, everybody are getting ready to play baseball except for Springfield at Frisco. And we are about ready to get things going. Well, I'll take you down to the baseball field now for our Tuesday night live broadcast right here on MLB The Show. We're back with more right after this from our proud sponsor of Dr. Pepper.
And now, your San Antonio Mission.
Contreras, a right-hander who is 5'10", 210 pounds, and age 23. He'll get the ball from the starter here this evening. So what do we know about Contreras here tonight, Bob? Well, I got to say, he's got a finesse of pitches, and so far you just got to watch where he throws that fastball, because he could really strike you out in an instant. And so far, he could go through this game without being replaced and have multiple strikeouts. Well, leading off for Midland, Logan Davidson. As he comes in, and here's the first pitch, and that one is taken well and inside, and we are underway at 7:05 here this evening. We got Midland at San Antonio, Amarillo at Corpus Christi. Springfield early this morning played their 11:05 a.m. game there at good old Statesman's Park in Frisco, Texas. Arkansas at Wichita, Northwest Arkansas at Tulsa. And the 0-1. That one high fly in the air, done in pursuit, does not go after it, but he'll watch it go foul in foul territory. So no balls, 2 strikes to Logan Davidson. The pitch. And that one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and still on the count 0-2. Well, got a cloudy evening, and so far it does look like rain is about ready to start. Well, that just depends what Mother Nature tends to do. The 0-2. And that one high fly in the air, and again it will go foul. Midland in their beautiful road orange and grays. During in 2021 and maybe a little bit in 2022. They had the same colored jerseys, but evidently their logos and everything did change as of last year. Well, let's go ahead and give you the visiting starting lineups. So far, Bob, these guys, 6 games on the road. And what do they need to do in order to get a road victory? Well, you got to get the ball in play. And so far, when the ball goes in play, you really got to stay on your toes and line drive either direction, right field or right center or left center or even the middle part, which is your center field area, well, you really got to think about where that ball is going to be driven, even if the wind carries it. Yeah, you got some pretty good points there, Bob. Mickey McDonald coming in as he takes a cold strike in the count, 0-1. One away, nobody on in the top of the Rockhounds first inning. Still foul one off in the count now, 0-2. So far, temperature today hit 104 as of this afternoon. Gotta say, pretty good right there. And that one is getting McDonald for out number 2 on that strikeout by Frank Contreras. Boy, and he really threw that fastball with finesse. That ball cooked Bob. Well, I could be a chef. I mean, it just depends where we go from here. Hope you're kidding, but you and I are baseball announcers, more like commentators. Well, it's the same thing, Captain Obvious. Here's Tyler Soderstrom as he comes in and takes one inside, and the count now is 0-1. We got Mike Glogniks coming in. He says, all right, baseball. That's right. On a Tuesday night, everybody is welcome to come in and have a pretty good time watching the Grand O game. Here from South Texas is San Antonio. So far, pretty good as we bring you this one here live this evening. Tyler Soderstrom, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, runner at first in the top of the Midland first inning. That one hit to second baseman Jackson Merrill. He'll flip it right to Juan Fernandez, and that will end this top half of the first. No runs on a hit, no errors, a man left. As we're through 1.5 here in San Antonio. It's on now, bottom of 1, the Missions coming to bat. Parker Dungy, a right-hander, will step in on the hill for Midland as he gets the pitching duties. He is 6'0", 215 pounds, and age 28, as he will get the call upon the pitch for the Rockhounds. Tim Lopes will lead us off here in the bottom of the first inning for the Missions, as we're about ready to get things started here in this half inning. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. Up in left center. The center fielder will make the catch. So a high fly, degree angle, and that is for out number 1. Well, the time now, let's give the home team starting lineups. And so far, Bob, these guys need a home victory. You were about to say road victory, but these guys are not on the road for the first 6 games of this homestand. Okay, Captain Obvious, I know what you're saying. Well, I'm just trying to help you out. I wasn't being Captain Obvious. All right. Thank you for your help, Bob. No ball, 1 strike to Wander Javier. And he takes in a cold strike. It's 0-2. Got to greet our visitors up in YouTube Live. So far, hope everybody's day is great. And hope and pray your day tomorrow is going good. Make sure everybody stays hydrated. And plenty of water, electrolytes, water and Gatorade. And shade if you can find some. This case, if you get overheated during the afternoon tomorrow. So that'll bring in the right fielder, Joshua Mears. As he comes in the pitch. That one high fly in the air. And the right fielder runs it down, and that ends the bottom half of 1. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left on for the Missions. Top half of the second coming in. and it's no score through 1. Top half of the second inning for Midland. Austin Beck coming in. And a pitch. That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. We'll go ahead and give you your scores from early this morning, as Springfield and Frisco went head-to-head in the early morning. Start up a 6-game series with the Springfield Cardinals. And that one's going to be lined high in the air up in left center, and that's going to be on a no-out single. So final score from Springfield is Springfield 10, Frisco 7, as Springfield 32nd in the pitch. And that one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play in foul territory. No balls, 1 strike. That summer solstice is no joke. Remember to, with your goals down on a piece of paper, fold it towards you, then burn it. Yeah. Alrighty, Mr. Mike. Some pretty good opinions right there. That one high fly in the air. In right center, Lopes makes the play, and he's got it for out number 1.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Garcia.
Well, that'll bring in the 7 batter, Dermis Garcia, as he comes in. And the pitch. Right there and inside. Called by the home plate umpire, Jeff Andrews. Ty Krause made it up to Frisco, and he started early this morning. And boy, he was calling ball and strikes like no tomorrow for both sides. Gotta say, he'll do pretty well up in Double-A Frisco. Let's say we miss him here already in San Antonio, Texas. Well, up from Frisco is their replacement they sent down here to San Antonio. That is Jeff Andrews. And right there, strike 3. Garcia gets called out on strike 3 by Efrain Contreras. And boy, get him down looking. Probably in La La Land. Now here's the 8-hole cleanup batter, Trenton Brooks. As he comes in and takes a code strike, and the count now 0-1. Right there and inside, taken for a code strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 away, top of the second for the Rockhounds. So far, we are about ready for the bottom of 2 coming up. Right there, Wander Javier. And oh my goodness, he nearly got him out at second, and that goes down to fielder's choice. Boy, what possessed him to make him do that for? Well, I don't know, Bob. There's something going down like you wouldn't even believe. Cooper Bowman's coming in as he takes in a code strike, and it's 0-1. Runners on first and second. And the pitch. Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. And that one is out of play and foul. So the count now is a ball and 2 strikes on Cooper Bowman. 1-2. And right there, strike three gets him down looking. And that retires the side, and well, so far that does not put a smiley face on the manager's face. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We go bottom of 2, and it's no score through 2.5. Juan Fernandez coming in as we get set for the San Antonio bottom of 2. And that's going to be hit to shortstop. And they will get him easily at first. And that is out number 1. Well, with San Antonio and Arkansas being in first place, Amarillo and Tulsa in second place, Corpus Christi and Springfield in third place, Frisco and Wichita being in 4 spots, Midland and Northwest Arkansas are down in last place in both the South and North divisions. And so far, with San Antonio being 34-27, Amarillo trailing 3.5 games against the Missions. Corpus Christi trails 1.5 game from the Sod Poodles. Frisco trails 2 against Corpus Christi, 3 against Amarillo. Midland trails 4 from second place. And that's going to be right there. And that's going to get down and foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Arkansas leading the charge. Boy, 40-23 of the year. And Tulsa just trails 1.5 games against the Arkansas Travelers. Springfield is third place with 31-32. And they trail 8 games against the Tulsa Drillers, 10 against Arkansas. Wichita is 27-35. Northwest Arkansas 24-37. And gotta say, pretty bad for them if they're down in last place. Well, that ends too. No runs, no hits, no errors. As we head for the top of the Rockhounds third, it's still no score through 2. We'll take our quick break as Logan Davidson will be up as we bring you our We're back in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Bob. Well, Logan Davidson is coming in as we start the top of the third inning for Midland. No score to this point as he's 0 for 1 of the ball game. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Javier in short will make the play. And that will be the first out. WSB Finances, what up from San Antonio? How's it going? Everybody in YouTube Live, if you're watching, huge shout outs to a lot of spectators. Boy, line drive up to left field, and that get down for a base hit. One out single to Mickey McDonald, as that will bring in a Taco Bell double play. Jeremy Ironman coming in as he takes one inside. By code strike one issued by Jeff Andrews, our crew chief. Home plate umpiring is our new umpire from Frisco, Texas. No ball, one strike. Pitch here, down and in for the ball, and the count now 1-1. Boy, Wednesday night baseball coming tomorrow night, 7:05. Thirsty Thursday at 7. Friday night at 7 o'clock. Saturday as well, 7. 1:05 on Sunday as we wrap up a 6-game homestand. And 3 days to rest up, then 6 against the Frisco Rough Riders here at home. Pretty good. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Ironman goes down. 2 strikeouts by Contreras. And that's going to bring in Tyler Soderstrom. Runner at first, 2 away, top of the third for Midland. And the pitch. High fly in the air. Jackson Merrill, shy of first base, makes the play, and that's it. So no runs on a hit, no errors, a man left. As we head for the bottom of 3, still no score. Well, bottom of 3, here is Jackson Merrill, second baseman tonight for San Antonio. As we're about ready to go here in the home half of 3. That one down and in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Merrill will unsuccessfully put the bat to the ball on that one. That one a little contact, as that will be fouled and away in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one, line drive up to right field, and now gets through for a base hit. Boy, gotta say, everybody out there missing that ball on the ground. And that will end a no-hitter against San Antonio. And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup hitter, Albert Fabian. Also in left field tonight. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So far, great crowd tonight. Knowing that we had a pretty good time there in Amarillo. Sod Poodles tonight up in Corpus Christi there at Bayfront Park. Beautiful place, Ferris wheel, and lights up at night when you're there. I've been to Corpus Christi. It's pretty fun, and gotta say, I enjoyed it while I was there. And that's going to be high fly in the air up in left center, and the center fielder will make the play, and that will be for out number 1. Well, Michael Cantu will be the last of the lineup in the bottom half of 3. Still has a runner at first, 1 away, and looking to get something going. And that right there's a swing and a miss, and it's count now 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Cantu. And that will miss outside for the ball, and the count even at 1-1. Well, got our proud sponsor of PlayStation. Also Best Buy, our guys out there in the Best Buy outlet. PlayStation 5 are available online for pre-order. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for extra bases. Going to first, going to second, going to second, going to third. And here comes a runner from first. And he's going to come in and score all the way from first. And the Missions take a 1-0 lead on an RBI double. Boy, and everybody in the ballpark tonight will get courtesy coupons of a double meat cheeseburger, courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. And that's going to be high in the air up in right field. The right fielder has it, and that's a quick out, number 2. So new score is Missions 1, Rockhounds nothing. And that'll bring up Wander Javier. Here's the pitch. And boy, man, he went after that one. Taken outside for a code strike. It's 0-1, but he swung after it. Yeah, you don't want to do that when you're swinging at the baseball. You really got to find the patience at the plate. The technique of, I'm going to hold off. And that's going to be line drive up the center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Here comes the run, and in to score from second is Michael Cantu. And it's a early 2-0 lead for the Missions on an RBI single. And now San Antonio is 2-0 against Midland. That one high fly in the air. First baseman makes the play and ends the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We had top of the 4th inning, and it's a San Antonio 2-0 ball game. Well, leading off the top of the 4th inning is Austin Beck. He singled in the second, 1-for-1 of the evening. And Frank Contreras will come back to the hill as he continues work and throws in the first pitch. And the count now 0-1. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's going after that one. Count now 0-2 to Austin Beck. And that's a swing and a miss. And that would be 1 away in the top of the Midland 4th inning. That'll bring in Chase Calabwig as he strides up. And the pitch. Right there and inside, taken for a code strike. And it is 0-1. 0-1. And that one high fly in the air. Up in right center. And that one is out of here. And Chase Calabwig rounds the bases on a solo shot up to right center, and they will chip the deficit by just 1 in the trail. Boy, nothing better than seeing something like that. You get a base hit like that, you have enough room to get it out, and whack! Boy, you really just put that one out of the ballpark. Yeah, you sure do. Now in is Dermis Garcia. As he comes in, and he's ready to go. Taken well inside, count now 0-1. Strikeout in the second, 0-for-1 by Garcia. And the 0-1. And that one high fly in the air. Fernandez makes the play, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Trenton Brooks.
And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup hitter, Trenton Brooks. Singled in the second, 1-for-1. And the pitch right there and inside, taken for a code strike. It's 0-1. Sunday is Bark in the Park, and we want everybody to come out and bring your four-legged furry friends. So far, my dog will be also watching by family and friends up there in Brady, Texas. So far, she is up there right now, being out there, and hopefully she can watch a ball game with my dad and stepmother. Hopefully that's all right with them if they just allow her to be in the house to watch the whole game. Even though my dad always says, "Oh, she's not an inside dog." Boy, you sound like me, John. Huh. Well, I'm just saying, my dad does not want her inside the house. Well, maybe that's his choice. Maybe he don't like big dogs in the house. Well, what's the problem about having them inside? I mean, what are they going to hurt? Oh, I don't know. Right there, the third to Don Fernandez, and boy, that first baseman makes a boo-boo. E5 on him. Boy, do you sound like a baby when you talk about boo-boos. Well, I guess there's some times that I could sound like one, but I note that granted. Here's Cooper Bowman, and on Juan Fernandez, that will go down as a E5, and that's going to get down extra bases. And here comes the tying run, and he's in to score, as that will be an RBI triple on the play. That'll take us back to the top of the Midland lineup. Stepping in, Logan Davidson. Davidson spent 4 seasons with the Rockhounds. He was draft pick in 2019 for the Oakland A's. Right there and out of play in the count now, 0-1. Well, so far, being 5 seasons in, he has never got the call up to AAA Las Vegas just yet. Well, the only time will tell when he gets the AAA call to Las Vegas is he's still got things to work on. You just don't get the call when you get up in AA in minor leagues. Yeah, that's true, Bob. High fly in the air. Center fielder Lopes misses the ball. My goodness. And that's going to bring in 2 more runs here. And in to score is an inside the park home run by Logan Davidson. And boy, I got to say, that error should have been on the center fielder, Tim Lopes, because he missed the ball. Well, you're not kidding, Bob. Well, getting some high fives from his team in the bullpen. And that'll bring in Mickey McDonald. Well, got fans watching from Midland, Texas, Franco Park. Pretty good place.
0-1.
So far, we've been down there for at least 6 games of this year. They're in good old Midland. Here's the 0-1. Down and in, taken for a code strike. It's 0-2. 0-2. And right there, strike 3. Boy, he gets him down. Boy, gotta say, 3 runs come in across the score, and Logan Davidson gets a inside the park home run that brings in 2 more, as that'll put the lead to 4-2, as Midland being in front. We go bottom of 4, and it's Midland 4, San Antonio 2, as we get ready to do bottom of 4 in this Tuesday night's contest. Well, underway, Juan Fernandez will take a code strike. It's 0-1. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Left fielder running after it. He can't get there, and that will bounce the wall for a ground rule double. Boy, and a double meat cheeseburger courtesy of that good fellow there. Boy, you gotta say, he is pretty good, fast runner. Now the tying run. And that will bring in Lucas Dunn as he takes a ball outside, 1-0 the count. The strikeout in the second is 0 for 1. 10-7 Springfield. During this morning's contest there, Statesman's Park, Springfield put a good whooping on Frisco. Early going, they came up with 5 runs through the early advantage of that ball game there. Here's a 2-0. And that is right there, and that will be the count now, 2-1. So far, they pretty much are enjoying the night off, watching everybody else in the AA Texas League playing each other. Well, Grant Little is coming in. He's the on-deck man. And that will load up things at 3 balls to 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. And that one's high fly in the air. And that will hit the top half of the wall. And that will be still a count now, 3-2. And right there, strike 3. And Dunn is down on strikes.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
That'll bring up the DH, Grant Little. As he's 0 for 1 of the evening, and so far still the runner holds off at second base. That one right there, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, I gotta say, I'm hearing a lot of tire squeaks because we got Highway 90 just really coming right there. Line drive up to left center, and that's going to bring in the runner from second. And boy, here he comes as he scores in the run. And Grant Little nearly thought about getting going for the double himself. And that will be the score now, chipping the deficit against Midland, but trail a run 4-3 is this new score, bottom of 4. It's going to be right there, and they get 1, but they will not overturn a double play.
The batter, the left fielder, Albert Fabian.
And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup hitter, Albert Fabian. In the pitch. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air. And they will get him in right. And that will do. Grant Little brings home a run on a base hit. And that will do for this half inning. Top of the 5th coming up. Rockhounds lead this ball game 4-3. As we'll be right back here on the show. John Scampy and Chris Singleton be live in July when we get on the road again. 6 games against Midland, 3 days off, 6 against Frisco, going till July 3rd. July 4th, we are gone. We're at Corpus Christi as San Antonio and the Hooks are there at good old Bayfront Park to enjoy 4th of July and Independence Day. That one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. Well, I got to say, that Monday night, we will enjoy fireworks after the game, and so far for fireworks and for all of us to enjoy a 4th of July Eve, and we're having fireworks on that night. So make sure you guys come on out and enjoy the ball game out on us. High fly up to right field, and Mears will get that one to record the out in the top of the 5th inning for the Rockhounds. Well, Tyler Soderstrom popped out, ground out, 0 for 2. And so far, pretty good right there. The pitch, high fly, in the air, up in foul territory, as that will go out of play. No balls, one strike. Soderstrom in the box. Here's the pitch, high fly, in the air. And that is whacked over the fence, and he runs out of room. And Soderstrom gets a home run. And now it's 5-3 Midland. Boy, Soderstrom rounds the bases and heads back into the dugout. And so far, pretty good on that cherry note. 358 feet, 93.2 mile per hour exit velocity. Gotta say, it's always good to see something like that continue onward. That one high fly in the air, and that will go out of play. And the count now 0-1. Beck singled in the second. He's 1 for 2 of the night. So far, go ahead and give you your Texas League scores there in the North Division. Northwest Arkansas leads the Tulsa Drillers in the top of the 8th inning there at DCJ Field. 5-2 the score there in good old Drillville. Here's the 0-1. Up and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-2. Go ahead and take a look at Arkansas and Wichita. Two teams there on the porch playing each other. Arkansas playing in Wichita, Kansas. 7-4 Wichita win surge as they lead just by 3 against the Arkansas Travelers. Well, with 2 away, Austin Beck will go down on strikes and easily 2 away. And that'll bring in Chase Calabwig. Solo home run in the 4th, 1 for 2. So far, Chase Calabwig has been on the Rockhounds since probably about 2019, as he was drafted in that year on the Oakland A's roster. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Calabwig, and the pitch. And that one is out of play. So still hanging on at no balls, 2 strikes. So they're the bottom half of 7, as Wichita leads 3 against Arkansas. But still, first and second, as just 1 away in the inning, can do it right there. Well, up in right field, Joshua Mears will record the final out. And that will do for this half inning. But Tyler Soderstrom will get a run on a home run on 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. And we go bottom of 5. Midland up 5-3. Well, Michael Cantu coming in as we start the bottom of the 5th inning for the San Antonio Missions. That one taken well and inside is in the count now 0-1. Issued by Jeff Andrews for a cold strike. That one high fly in the air, and that's going to get fair. And that's going to hit the base of the wall. And Cantu, he's got another double. And no wonder that coupons for a Whataburger double meat cheeseburger is issued to everybody in tonight's contest. So when you leave the ballpark tonight, coupons are being issued out at the first and third base concourses for a free meal courtesy of Whataburger. That one high fly in the air. And that's going to get down, and it will. The runner from second will score in, and it's trailing them. Boy, base hit after base hit, and it's just a one-run trailing ball game for San Antonio as they got the Tiger by its tail. Get the Tiger by its tail. Yeah, well, it's the goodness gracious truth there, Bob. You know, whacked you upside your head by a 2-inch 2x4. Hey, that's not nice. Well, that'll bring up Joshua Mears, the right fielder. Fly out, pop out, 0 for 2 of the ninth. Runner at second. New score reads 5-4, bottom of the fifth inning for the Missions. And the pitch. High fly in the air. Up in right field. And here comes the runner tagging up from second, going to third. And he's at third on a fly out.
First baseman.
That'll bring up Juan Fernandez, the first baseman. He's 1 for 2, double and a run. Tying run. 90 feet away from scoring in if Fernandez can drive one up the middle or wherever the ball goes. And that's going to be right there in the middle. And right the first time I say it, as that will bring in the tying run from third on a Juan Fernandez RBI single. So that'll bring in Lucas Dunn as he comes in. And that's going to be line drive up the middle, and that's going to get through for extra bases. And boy, the runner from first is going. And there's another double. Make it a marathon of doubles as San Antonio takes the lead from Midland, now 6-5. Well, and the ball game just keeps getting interesting. It's a foot race between these two ball clubs. I totally agree with you, Bob. It's really good. Now the DH, Grant Little. And right there, as he will get him second to first. And that's easily recorded. 3 runs come in to score on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head for the top of the 6th inning, and the Missions have the lead by 1.
Leading off for Midland. The first baseman,
Well, the first baseman, Dermis Garcia, will start us up in the top of the 6th inning for Midland. And the pitch. High fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit. Makes the play camped under in left field for the out.
designated hitter, Trenton Brooks.
And that'll bring in Trenton Brooks, cleanup batter for the Rockhounds. 1 for 2 of the ninth. And the pitch. Down and in. The count now 0-1. Go ahead and give you scores from Corpus Christi. Sod Poodles up ahead, I guess they are. And we'll take a look there at good old... I'm trying to think of that ballpark name again. Well, it's got the roller coaster on there, but my mind went blank. Yeah, they'll catch up with you. Here's the 0-2. And that one high fly in the air. And that will go out of play. So it ain't Water Ridge Field. That would be Sod Poodles territory. Bayfront Park. There it is. I was looking for it. remember, it starts with B and ends with front. Right. Thank you, Bob. Cooper Bowman, triple RBI run, 1 for 2. 2 away, nobody on in the top of the 6th for Midland. As Ty Krause was behind home plate. You know, I think everybody misses him. Yeah, they do, Bob. Here's the 0-1. Right there and inside, taken in for a code strike. Gets nothing and 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one gloved by the third baseman, Lucas Dunn. Quick reaction and cat-like reflexes. That'll get the ball for the inning. So San Antonio continues this lead 6-5 as we're due up for the bottom half of 6 coming up.
Your attention, please.
Well, Bryce Conley, a right-hander, 6'3" and 200 pounds, age 28, coming out for Midland as he's called upon to pitch here tonight in relief. Well, we look at what's going on at Corpus Christi there at Bayfront Park. 12-6, the top half of the 8th inning for the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles. Gotta say, it's pretty good out there as Corpus Christi fans enjoying the ball game against Amarillo. Boy, cheaper by the dozen, 12-6 the score. And Amarillo just getting the dirt beat out of them. Well, don't kid yourselves there, because all they need is 6 runs to tie into the deficit. Yeah, you're right about that, Bob. That's right there, line drive. And that will be called by Jeff Andrews. It's foul ball. And the pitch. And that one's going to be high flying in the air up in right center as the center fielder up there will make the play for the out. Albert Fabian, the left hole cleanup hitter, is coming. Fly out, line out, and is 0 for 2 of the day. The pitch. That one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-run ball game. San Antonio up 6-5. Bottom of 6 here tonight from good old South Texas in the south region of Texas. 2 hours just south of Corpus Christi. Well, you could say 2 to 3 hours, but okay. I mean, you know, Corpus Christi is IH-38 south from San Antonio. Yeah. That's high fly in the air. And up in right field as the right fielder makes a play, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio as we now head for the 7th. It's 6-5 missions. Logan Davidson, 2-run home run back in the 4th inning as he comes in. As he takes one inside for a code strike, it's 0-1. 1 for 3 of the evening by Davidson. And what a remarkable performance he has. And boy, I gotta say that third baseman Lucas Dunn knocks the ball down. He can't recover, and safely that Logan Davidson is out at first base on a fielder's choice on a base hit. And that's going to be right there. They'll flip to 1, and they'll just get the force out at second. And so far they tried to overturn a Taco Bell double play, but that will not get overturned as runner at first is safely there at first base. Jeremy Ironman coming in. He's also 1 for 3 of the night for Midland as he takes one high and outside, and that will go out of play and foul. top of 7. Midland trailing this game just a run. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And he'll safely get up at third. And that's going to be first and third now with just one away in this game. Midland has the tying run there, just 90 feet. And a base hit gets them tied up with San Antonio 6-6. Soderstrom, he solo home run in the 5th inning. And so far pretty good for him, for the team. Right there and inside, taken in for a code strike. It's 0-2. So a good crowd here we have on hand, and don't forget we will pretty much give you totals top of the 8th for the Midland Rockhounds. And that's going to be right there. They'll flip to second, and they get him. A Taco Bell, hallelujah, double play. Well, we're just going to get y'all treated to some goodies here tonight. As we go bottom of 7, San Antonio still holds the ball game 6-5.
Leading up for San Antonio, the center fielder.
Center fielder is Tim Lopes, double RBI and a run. Coming in and ready to go. And that's going to be line drive up the middle, right to the shortstop. Get him out at first. A easy play, as that will be a ground ball and an out recorded. Well, it's bottom half of the 8th inning. Luis Avalos Jr. will bat for Corpus Christi, as he averages .325 of the year for the Hooks. Boy, and so far 12-6, the score there at Bayfront Park. They're in good old Corpus Christi, Texas. That's high fly in the air. And that'll go up to right center, and that will go for out number 2. You know, the funniest thing about these ball clubs here tonight is Frisco is at home, Corpus Christi is at home, San Antonio is at home. Now, the only ball club that is not at home this week is Midland. They're at good old Franco Park. And you know, so far the Rockhounds, they had last week with Wichita a 6-game set. And so far winning 4 in their last 3. And that's right there. Boy, nearly smack him in the face. As that will do for the out. Well, we end 7 here tonight as we head for the top of the 8th. And the Missions continue a 1-run ball game. It's 6-5 against Rockhounds. Well, Austin Beck coming in 1 for 3 of the night. The tying run. 83 pitches to Efrain Contreras as he throws his 84th of the ball game. Well, so far as they get him going on the 84th. And that's going to bring up to the mound now. The managers and pitching coaches will go out and relieve Efrain Contreras out of this ball game. So far, pretty productive evening as he went 8 1/3 of the way. And boy, got to say, pretty good pitching performance by Efrain Contreras. And that'll bring up the reliever Moises Lugo, 6'1", 185 pounds, and age 24 of the day. Get things started. Austin Beck will meet him as he takes a cold strike, gets 0-2. So far, this ball game almost over on a Tuesday night. And pretty good. Right there to Lugo, right to Juan Fernandez. And that is for out number 1. So 6 games of Frisco, well, 6 games of Midland. Correct me, pardon. 6 games of Midland, 3 days off, 6 games with Frisco. Wrapping up the month of June, going into July with final 3. Going till the 3rd of July. And we're on the road as after that game on the evening of when we shoot off the fireworks, San Antonio will head IH-38 south towards Corpus Christi. And so far, gotta say, they will spend the 4th of July in the first of a 6-game set with Corpus Christi. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be right there, line drive. And that's going to get in for a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garcia.
So far, that'll bring in Dermis Garcia. Well, so far, Midland will be back home to take on Corpus Christi. Beginning on Wednesday night, June 28th at 6:30. Right there at Franco Park. The pitch right there. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get in through for extra bases. And that's going to bring in the tying run from first on an RBI double.
Now batting, designated hitter, Trenton Brooks.
8-hole cleanup batter, Trenton Brooks. Coming in as number 40 is out at second. Right there and inside, taken for a code strike. It's 0-1. So far, catch our new season of A Day in the Life. Brought to you by me, Jonathan Baker, who is proud sponsor of that series.
That's the ball.
Launching off season 2 as of today. 9,672 in this ball game. So far, with Love's new series just close to 70 days away from premiering, just feel like everything is about ready to turn for what is a 8th and 9th season, plus the sequel series in production coming in the fall 2024. That one right there, as he'll flip it right to first. What a great choice there for out number 2.
Second baseman, Cooper Bauman.
Well, that'll bring up the 9-batter Cooper Bowman. As that high fly up in left center. And the center fielder Lopes makes a play, and that will do it. Well, Dermis Garcia will tie up the ball game on a run and a couple of base hits, no errors, and at least one left. So we go bottom of 8, and it's tied at 6.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Midland.
Well, for Midland, we get a new reliever, Garrett Action. Or however you say his name, Acton? Yeah, that's how you say it, John. Pretty good words right there.
Leading off for the Missions,
Well, Juan Fernandez, 2 for 3, double, single RBI. Coming in for the bottom half of the 8th inning for San Antonio. Oh, excuse me. And that's going to be line drive up to left center, and that gets through for the base hit.
the third baseman, number 8, Lucas.
That'll bring up the 5th batter, third baseman, Lucas Dunn. That one outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. tiebreaker run is there at first base, looking to whack this one. It's a double RBI by the Gold Glove winner of this year here in 2023. The pitch. And look out. Boy, howdy. That gets away from him. 2 balls, no strikes. Boy, the 2-0 count really helps if he just keeps his discipline. Yeah, right there, 2-1. Well, Brock Weissly and Brian Howard, 2 righties warming up in the Rockhounds bullpen. Now you see, these are 2 major good ball clubs. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit up and right center. Boy, howdy. And here comes the tie-breaking run from first on an RBI double by Lucas Dunn. Doubles in a marathon is doubles in cheeseburgers. Boy, I'm just going to say, let's get y'all spoiled tonight. You got to say, if you get doubles in double meat cheeseburgers, boy, you'd be going nuts if you get a lot of coupons on that one. DH Grant Little coming in as he takes a ball outside. 1-0 the count. Well, new score reads 7-6. San Antonio leads Midland just a game by trailing of 1. Could be trailing of 2 if they could come around here. And that's going to be line drive, and that's in for a base hit. So now first and third, still nobody out. And San Antonio really starting to threaten Midland here. And the pitch. And that's going to get down. Line drive. Here's a runner from third. And now it's a 2-run ball game for San Antonio. This ball game did not stay up to its tie. And the Midland bullpen thought it would have. So quite almost half a dozen more could have put up a differential of 12. Unlike Corpus Christi and Amarillo, boy, they're cheaper by the dozen, and half a dozen runs for both sides. Left fielder Albert Fabian coming in, greeting in the new reliever Brian Howard. Boy, as he strides in for this ball game. Time now 9:45 on this Tuesday night. And that's going to be right there to second for 1, and they relay it. And there's a double play for Midland, but a 3-6-3 puts a runner in scoring position there at third. They weren't even thinking about issuing a triple play on that one. Well, gotta say, that would be pretty rough around the edges if they tried that. Oh, you're not kidding, Bob. High fly in the air, and they'll get it. So 2 runs come in on a couple of base hits, no errors. And nobody left. We go top of 9. And it is 8-6, San Antonio. Well, Logan Davidson coming in, 2 for 4, home run, single, and 2 RBIs of the night. As this will be our final inning on a Tuesday night. And that one taken inside for strike 1. Well, 3 outs for Midland. And San Antonio looking for their 35th of the season. So far, that would put Midland to 27-35 if they lose this one here this evening. That one high fly in the air, and that will get down for extra bases. And that's going to bring in a leadoff double in the top of the 9th for Midland. So far, this game is too early to call here for San Antonio and Midland. Mickey McDonald coming in as he hits one high fly in the air. Mears in pursuit, makes the play. And here comes the runner. And he'll make it up to third on that fly out. So the tying run, Jeremy Ironman. 2 for 4 and 2 singles coming in this ball game. And that one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So far, so good here in this ball game, and guessing it will be decided if this one goes to Midland or San Antonio, but it's too early to call if it does. Well, high fly in the air. Jackson Merrill will record the out. And Midland down to their final out in this ball game. Well, San Antonio, win number 35, hangs in the balance whether if they get it or not. But hopefully that's if they could catch this final out and end the ball game. Send the fans home happy. Here's Tyler Soderstrom. He's the last man to come in as the Rockhounds trail 2 games, or 2 runs, I shall say. He's still homered, 1 for 4 of the night. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And Midland will have the tying run there at first base. So it's been a battle of bullpens here tonight. What is your thoughts on it, Bob?
Well, I think Battle of Bullpen shows how strong each bullpen is. Players and coaches and the pitching staff has been really exceptional through this ball game.
Well, I got to agree with you, Bob, 100%.
Well, thanks, John.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 away, 1 on. Top of 9 for Midland, and swing and a miss. And he's chasing. They're down to their final strike here tonight. Go. Nope. Peeled down by the home plate umpire, Jeff Andrews. As that's called for a ball in the count, 1-2. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they take it. Win number 35 for the Missions. And they continue to be strong in the first place position. The final score from San Antonio, 8-7, as we end at 9:50 p.m., just 10 minutes before we all go home for the night. Well, what a great ball game, and hope everybody had a great time to come out to the ball game. We're live tomorrow night at 7:05, and hope everybody comes out and has a good time with us. So far, we'll see y'all again. Final score, 8-7, as the Missions win it. Here in the top of the ninth, just a 1 run. See y'all tomorrow. Good night.
8 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Rockhounds, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 50 seconds.